Hello everyone, it's Friday, and as is now our Friday tradition, we spend a few minutes with you over here in order to speak about some marketing tips related to the field of international education. Today I've chosen to talk about a topic which I personally find very fascinating, and I find it fascinating because it's something that actually works. And I'm referring to email marketing. Sometimes email marketing is actually underrated in the sense that people tend to think that it either doesn't work or it is a waste of time. However, if used properly, and these are the tips that I'm going to share with you today, email marketing can be very effective and it doesn't actually cost you a lot. So the first thing that I'm going to talk to you about is the importance of understanding or deciding whether the email that you're going to send out is an email that is aimed at customer acquisition. So whether you want to reach a new kind of audience with this email, or whether it is aimed at customer retention. So whether you are sending out this particular email shot in order to stay updated or to keep your clients, to keep your current database up to date with what is going on at your school, at your agency, at your organization, wherever. So that's the first thing, that's the first decision that you need to make. You need to decide whether the email that you're going to send is aimed at customer acquisition or customer retention. Before making that decision, it is very important that the email list that you have is segmented. It is divided into different sections. It could be, for example, based on geographical location. It could be based on students that have already worked with you, agents that have already worked with you, agents which are in your database but who you have never worked with. Why? Because every email shot needs to have a particular audience. Whatever you write in your email needs to be targeted at someone specific. So if you, for example, send out an email shot with a one-time offer for new students, and you send it out to your list, to your database of students who have already attended your school, obviously that is going to be a waste of time, and obviously you are not going to have any ROI or any particular response, or it could even lead to you having to spend time explaining to the people who respond to the email, saying, no, this is for new people, blah, blah, blah. And obviously that is a waste of time for everybody. So segmentation will literally help you save time. Sorry, I'm checking my notes just to make sure I don't forget anything. So just to give you some ideas, okay, emails for acquisition. Like I said, you might want to send out an email shot with a special discount for new students. Or, for example, you might want to launch a refer a friend scheme. Obviously, in that case, you send it out to people who you have already welcomed at your school, if we're continuing to speak of students, for example. And if they refer a friend like that, you're actually targeting both new and repeat customers. So for example, you launch an offer which you send out to students who have already attended your school, and you say that if you refer a friend, if you come with a friend who has never been to our school, then you will get, a 20% discount when booking your course with us. So like that, you're launching an offer, obviously, to get new students, but you are incentivizing the people who have already visited you. So these are, for example, discounts, competitions. When it comes to customer retention, there are many more things that you can do. So I personally find email marketing to be an excellent way for customer retention, to be an excellent method to stay up to date or to keep my list of customers, my current list of customers, up to date with what is going on at our company. So personally, I prefer to use email marketing for customer retention. When it comes to customer acquisition, then I prefer to use other platforms such as, for example, social media, mainly LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of my favorite platforms, but I'll leave that discussion to another day, not for today. So in order to sum this up, to bring this video to a close, I think the main points to take today are that whenever you have databases, whenever you have email addresses, segment them, because your audience is different and the messages that you need to relay to your audiences are totally different. What you say to agents, what you say to students who have already visited your school, what you say to people who have never visited your school is totally different. So it is important that you segment. Or you might, for example, want to launch a particular offer for a specific destination. So if you don't have your email list segmented, then obviously you're going to end up with sending a lot of unnecessary emails. And when you send a lot of unnecessary emails, the result is that a lot of people will unsubscribe. So like that, it actually backfires. So point A, segment your lists. Point B, decide on the kind of message that you want to send and the kind of audience that you want to send it to, because that is all going to depend on how you structure, how you formalize your email. So with those two important points, I will leave you for today, and I will see you again next week for our next Schools and Agents Bulletin. Until then, I wish you a very happy weekend, and I hope that you find some time to relax during this coming weekend. Take care and see you next week.